Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. If you're new to this channel, I appreciate you sliding by. This is a behind the scenes of my girlfriend watches Back to the Future for the first time. I cannot believe Jen's never seen it. If you're new to this channel, I mainly focus on fitness and behavior change, happiness, that realm. And when I'm hanging out with my friends, with my wife, that absolutely is a part of it. And I've always enjoyed capturing these behind the scenes for my friend watches. And this is a special one. We're at the theater, as you can obviously see. And if you're here, this is all the stuff that you didn't see in the main video. So I appreciate you sliding by. Put a video out every week on Friday, so bang that like button. And it's gonna remind you every time I post a video. Gonna go into the theater now as they're setting everything up. They've already set the camera up, and I'm excited. It's been way too long. Is that a Twizzler?
Yeah. I tried to see if it would twizzle.
I think it did. Look, it's been a while, right?
Yeah. So tonight we're going to film a part of a Back to the Future skit. Because Back to the Future, for those of you that are newish to my channel or Matt's channel, Back to the Future has been a recommendation since the beginning of time. People have been wanting us to review Back to the Future. The problem is that Matt has already seen Back to the Future.
Love it. Upon
learning that we could rent out a private theater for like $100, 20 people maximum, Back to the Future for that theater, I was like, well, let's make it a big thing. So how can we make this a big video? So we're going to fulfill something that I like to do, and that is to film shorts, film skits. We're going to be using one of my new camera, which should be able to film in the highest possible quality of anything I've ever filmed ever. Upgrading Devin's equipment so he can create better VFX.
Devin's his editor.
Devin's my editor and one of my animator VFX guys.
He's crushing it, by the way. Love you.
So it's going to be a joint effort between me and Devin to do that. So hopefully we'll be able to do it.
That much time, effort, and money, and we're just saying screw it to the wardrobe.
Yeah, he was trying to. Brian was supposed to bring our Marty McFly outfit, but he got called into work, and work is priority over stuff like this.
Some of the skits that we did for My Friend Watches, especially in like the MCU, like I like teared up at some of them, even though they were ridiculous.
Yeah,
seriously, they were so good. By the way, it's 9 o'clock at night on a Friday.
Keep this wide. All right, Matt. I'm gonna give that to him. I need you to act.
Cool. Just behind the scenes stuff. I'm half battery, so don't film everything.
Let's wait for the. I don't know why the car's here. I'm gonna go into the middle of the road.
Yeah. With
you, and I'm just gonna pan walk, and there's gonna be like an invisible sign there. So walk a little further. 150 f2.8 ISO 20 thou against Travis's wishes. Okay. And action.
9 p.m. shooting a movie. He's like, hey, am I in the shot? Am I in the way?
All right, let me go get my lab coat and stuff. Travis, I might have you film some.
Travis.
1.21 gigawatts.
So we're actually studying the scene right now just to get a few of those key points down.
So instead of all this, the truck thing, we'll just have the DeLorean like displayed. We'll get some gimbal shots of it later. We're good, and action.
What the hell is this?
Cut, print, check the gate.
Cut us off right here at the window, right?
Yeah, we'll do like pretty much our whole body, and I'll just crop it.
We're setting up the scene for me to walk in, acting like I'm the old Matt, or the original Matt, not the new Matt. So setting the camera up right here, and then so I'm gonna be moving that chair. Is that for real what you want me to do? Am I walking in there, or am I already in there just pulling it over?
Two things. So this is gonna be like two shots in one, kind of.
Okay.
So you're gonna past Matt. He's gonna walk out of here, make some comment towards me. I might even like talk to you too. Okay. Like I'm back here as well. Like I gotta move the chair over for the group, holding, you know, whatever.
Okay. All right.
And then you'll just start moving it this way.
Okay.
And then we're gonna shoot in the same shot, lighting, settings, everything else. Shoot us scurrying, like looking at you and then scurrying out.
Okay.
Come on, man, we wanna watch episode 7, man.
Why is it that I always have to move the couch and get the food?
Well, you wanna have? Come on, let's bring it.
Gotta do it the way Holden wants me to do it. Think they saw us?
Do I think we saw us? No, I don't think we saw us.
Look, let's not semantics here, okay?
It's a little off. I don't know if you want to shoot it again.
We can, sure. I think our dialogue is pretty good.
Here it is, man. Where it all started.
I know, I live here. So we're doing this on the fly, but we're trying to figure out what scenes we're gonna be green screening ourselves back into, and we went back to Endgame because obviously that was a big one, and we just had the idea to put me in the background of me crying.
I might be over here, and I might do that. Just be like, Matt, let's go, you dumbass. When I go, Matt, let's go, just be like, okay, and then just go back down, okay?
All right.
Matt, let's go.
You can rest.
God, I love it. You can rest. Okay, good. Okay.
And then Holden also watching just like present Holden, just wanting to stop and watch the movie from the past that we were watching. It's pretty good stuff.
I need you to make a comment about why we came here in the first place.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. My bad. What was it? Why are we at the end?
Yeah, why are we at the end video? So we'll do the reaction first, and then we'll leave, and then we'll come back to you coming up from behind the couch.
So just shooting this skit, seriously. Since it's only been 2 months, but I feel like when we were doing My Friend Watches towards the end, you know, I think everybody was maybe a little more pressed for time. I know you were, and it feels good to just get together with Holden and shoot stuff. Like, feels like the old days, if I'm not lying, you know?
I think it's time, Matt. I think now's the time to do Back to the Future.
Like me and My Friend Watches guy.
We couldn't do it before, because you'd already seen it. But my fiance, Jen, she hasn't seen it.
Okay.
We'll be introducing her to a whole new world, and I think it would provide the perfect opportunity. The timeline persists to bring back My Friend Watches.
That's fantastic.
1.21 gigawatts. The hell is a gigawatt?
What's going on, buddy?
Somebody want to shoot? I'll just talk real loud.
Jenna. What's up, dude? How you doing? What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Because of the noise and everything, we're just going to go ahead and hop into it. Back to the Future. Cuts out before it starts. We can do a quick little.
AMC staff members.
Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hartman. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video where today, Jen will be watching Back to the Future for the very first time. We have assembled the majority of the My Friend Watches crew, plus a couple other faces. We got Gus here, one of my oldest friends. He's been in some other videos if you watch the channel for any length of time. Hey, how you guys doing? Good seeing you. Oh, and of course, Prime as well. I got you. Oh, dressing up and everything, looking good.
For a long time, and there's some ways to finally get that chance to actually.
I don't know how he pulled this off. I know he rented the theater out, but how do you pull off bringing in an actual tripod and camera?
Mega mission ever!
I don't know how he pulled it off. It's classic Holden.
Morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking. Today's exercise is dogfighting.
2 versus 1.
Rather than me tell you about the 30-day full body group challenge, I'm gonna let one of my clients tell you about it. If you were talking to somebody that was on the fence about doing the challenge, what would you tell them if they had questions?
I feel like I've very much benefited from this. Like, I hated the fact that, like, oh, I want to get in shape, I want to eat better, and then you just don't do it. And especially with the group setting and having to document everything, it helps you with the accountability. No excuses anymore. You know, if you f up, people are gonna find out. I've learned so much about, like, I knew nothing about like tracking your macros. You really thought about everything. I gotta say, like, it's really well thought out, well planned. I learned a lot.
Anytime I think anyone thinks of that vehicle, Back to the Future is the first thing that pops up in their mind.
It's a very special time for me back then. No, I've never seen this in a theater before. Really enjoyed it. It was really great to see it with the crowd, I thought, as well.
I've never seen this movie in its entirety. I've seen it several times playing in the background at the house. I'd never watched it at all before that.
Matt, someone who has already seen this, is very, very rare for Matt. What'd you think watching it in theaters?
Why you gotta do that? It's an unnecessary piece to add in. So you guys know how I feel about nostalgia.
And also some behind the scenes of the skit we did at the very beginning. As well, oh, make sure to check out Jeremy's channel and Matt's channel. The link will be in the description below. They produce a lot of awesome content, so make sure you go support them as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get the microphone. Matt, can you get this out?
Okay.
This was super fun. Holden had talked about renting the theater out for a movie for a long time, and I think what an appropriate way to bring My Friend Watches back. And in the middle of My Girlfriend Watches, really cool concept. Holden, good job, good sir. Hope you guys enjoyed the main video. If you came here from the main video to see some of the behind the scenes, I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. You don't have to be perfect at this. Renting out a movie theater and watching a movie that's just an absolute banger. Just be better than yesterday. Every day.